Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Gungans and droids across our beloved empire, to today's video of all the characters ranked in Galaxy of Heroes from the best to the very worst for April 2022. Let's just say it's been a couple months since the last time we did it. Back in October 2021, where you guys gave us over 7 billion likes. Holy cow. Thank you for continuing making this series one of the most liked videos of all time for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes Abroad. We got Omicron's Mace Windu rework and quite a few characters since the last time we discussed this. So sit back, hit that like, and relax, and let's get right into it, baby. Now, as you guys know, when we rank all the characters in Galaxy of Heroes, we're primarily looking at, well, now it's just Grand Arena territories. Arena is a thing of the past. However, now we're adding a new thing into the mix, and that's Omicrons. And as you guys know, a lot of the characters before and after the Omicrons are kind of a different story sometimes. So now we have a new indicator on the graph. You might see two numbers. You got the number on the right in white, which indicates how far a character jumps up in ranking depending on the team they're in. And now, for the first time, we're adding a number on the left in orange, which indicates that character has an Omicron, and that Omicron bumps it up so many tiers. Do not take this video as an Omicron ranking video, because as you'll see, there's plenty of characters without an indicator, like Director Krennic, who I don't think really improves with the Omicron that much. We've done a lot of mixing of moving some characters from the Knight category to Padawan, especially some recent characters elevating the meta. Some characters I just don't feel like deserve Knight status anymore unless they're in the right team. In terms of new character additions, they might not be new in terms of today's news, but to the table, the newest Conquest units are Maul as well as Boba Fett's Sign of Django. Maul we're throwing in the Grandmaster category. Fantastic with Lord Vader, fantastic without Lord Vader. Plug and play. As long as you get some character moving that frenzy along, they're going to be tearing the team a new one. Boba Fett's Sign of Django we're throwing in the Knight category. However, lots of modifiers. Boba Fett's Sign of Django and Starkiller kind of defined a new era in Galaxy of Heroes, where it can be a powerful character, but it has to be in the really select few situations and the select few game modes. Boba Fett's Sign of Django without the Omicrons, probably just a Knight character with the +1 if in the right bounty hunter lineup, but obviously in Territory Wars, those Omicrons are going to give it a +2 modifier, jumping it up to the Grandmaster. Boba Fett can go toe-to-toe with some, not all, galactic legends inside of Territory Wars. And then after that, pretty much we just need to pick up on the marquee characters that rounded out 2021, and man, a lot of these were home run characters. And new to this list, we have 3 master level characters of Dash Rendar, Kyle Katarn, as well as Mara Jade. A lot of these characters are so dang good. They're fast, they put out great damage, control, and in the situation like Dash, Mara, Jade, Kyle, they created brand new teams that just didn't exist or are so much better than ever before. Out of that late 2021 class, we have Darth Talon that's not being thrown in the master category. I definitely think it's the runt of the litter when it comes to those characters that came out required for Starkiller. Her main benefit that I've seen is really that ability block on her basic, and the fact that she can give +20 speed and some other bonuses to the Sith character, but she's not necessary for anything per se right now except for getting Starkiller. Speaking of that, we got to talk about Starkiller himself. Outside of Grand Arena, not something worth bragging about too much, but it is kind of a nice character to have for Grand Arena. And when you have those Grand Arena Omicrons, as you see by the left number, we can jump it up 2 numbers because it could take on several galactic legends in Galaxy of Heroes when we look at Grand Arena. And then starting off 2022, we got kind of a shocker character. Came out of nowhere, wasn't really tied to anything. My suspicion is they maybe were considering throwing this as a requirement for Starkiller. I think this is a situation where CGs might have been generous to the community and not required it for Starkiller. And I'm talking about Iden Versio. Similar to Dash, Mara Jade, Kyle Katarn, she formed a whole brand new team that didn't exist before, and it did so much better than we ever expected. Now her reign is kind of being tampered down only about a month or 2 after she came out because of some Omicrons and other team compositions. But nonetheless, Iden Versio is a fantastic character with Imperial Troopers, or as I like to call it, the Special Forces Imperial Troopers. It's definitely a character you gotta tiptoe around and not screw around with. And new to this list, I wish we had more reworks to talk about, but we gotta talk about the Mace Windu rework. Now, we've done an in-depth review on him. Click on the card in the top right-hand corner if you want a more in-depth discussion. I'm a huge fan of free-to-play accessible characters that get big boosts to their viability. Mace Windu, what used to be a youngling, I started him off in the Knight category, giving a +1 modifier, went in the right lineup like Starkiller, Qui-Gon Jinn, Jedi teams out there. He's easily a master level character when in those select situations. However, with the Omicron, Mace Windu is getting a +2. He is a menace with Jedi Master Kenobi. And I would argue something that Jedi Master Kenobi did not need was become even more powerful inside of territories. Mace Windu's making that happen. I'm gonna throw a +2 modifier if you got that Omicron on him. I will say, however, his rework was not as impactful as General Grievous's or Darth Vader's, but nonetheless, it's a character that went from 0 to a proper hero in a game that's called Galaxy of Heroes. Wow. And this leads us into a very weird conversation of the Inquisitors or the Inquisitrash. The Trashators, however you like to talk about them. To be fair, at the point of this video, April 15, 2022, the Inquisitors haven't built up to much, but we do know there's the Grand Inquisitor right around the corner. And as it stands, unlike the Bad Batch, by the time the 4th character came around, that being Echo, the team was able to do some crazy stuff. That's not the case for the Inquisitors right now. A majority of these Inquisitors, as it stands, I threw them in the Padawan as a starting level, and they could be maybe slightly helpful if you need like leftover Imperial stuff. So you could put them in the Knight category. I've done some funny things with Grand Admiral Thrawn with the Inquisitors, and they get some pretty good banners up against some mediocre teams. Really, there's only 2 shining members of this Inquisitor class, and I say that lightly. I'm a huge fan of the Ninth Sister. The Ninth Sister is the best unit to come out of the Inquisitors. Very useful for all Imperial teams and extremely useful with Lord Vader. She's going to be put in Knight with the +2 modifier. The rest of them are pretty much going to be Inquisitors, but I am kind of a fan of the Seventh Sister as well. Lots of control and healing for the team, so she's also getting that +1 modifier to be thrown into a Knight category. And there's tons of other Omicrons that we can talk about. Wampa, for example, is a Knight level base character, but with that Omicron, easily a master level character, although you got to be careful with great Wamps. Comes great Wamp ability. And sometimes Wampa can win you or lose you a Grand Arena. And you got things like Zam Omicron, which is normally not a fantastic character, but with the Omicron, she's easily a master level character at minimum, supercharging the bounty hunters to take on things they haven't done before. That's gonna get you up to speed on what's going on in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. We've had a lot of home run characters in Omicron since the last time we made this video, and I can only imagine what's this gonna look like in the future of the Grand Inquisitor and an inevitable galactic legend sometime soon. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button so I know you guys enjoyed this little series that we do here. Make sure you comment down below. Do you disagree? Do you agree? What do you expect is gonna change in the near future? And most importantly, on your way out, always remember that it's great to be in the Empire today.